Hey, welcome to 100 Mile Drive. I finally decided to record a night drive of 2023 BMW X3 M40i. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick walk around of the car, show you interior, then take it out on the road and discuss how does it actually feel driving it at night. And this is what 2023 X3 M40i looks at night. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock it. This is what the headlights look like. These are regular LED lights, not the laser lights. Now this is the last, I would say, generation of the classic looking BMW. I know there's another refresh coming of X3 M40i, which is supposed to be more powerful, so hopefully it will retain a lot of these classic looks. Now this car comes with a 20-inch upgraded wheels, and I also put regular tires. Make sure to watch all the videos. If you're interested in this car, I have a great content on this car, from dynamic drives to replacing the tires on this car. Make sure to watch those. Now let's look at the tail lights. These are really cool tail lights. I love these, like a Hello Keys. I think it looks pretty fantastic from all the angles. I definitely like the redesign they did in 2022. Looks pretty nice. All right, now let's get on the inside. All right, now coming on the inside, you can see this ambient lighting on the door, and then this carbon fiber trim. I think this door looks really gorgeous. And coming inside, now this is what the screens look like. I definitely like the setup better than with the new design language with just one long screen. This looks really like a driver focused car, and this is pretty much the last generation of it. You can see this more ambient lighting here. Let me go ahead and start the car. Oh, there you go. You can see the headlamps. This is what it really looks like. And let me show you from another angle. All right, and this is what the car looks at night. This is just another angle from the rear. I actually removed the night driving for the ambient light, so it stays brighter all the time, and this is how I like to keep it. All right, this is what the little thing, the vents and the controls for the rear passengers. And this is what the car looks at night overall. I think it's a pretty gorgeous cabin. All right, and now let's go ahead and drive it. And now we're gonna merge the highway. I'm gonna enter the highway here. There's a quick on-ramp, and then you can see the headlamps. All right, this is what BMW is for, so you can merge all these curvy on-ramps quickly. All right, this is just a casual night drive just to see what the BMW feels like driving it at night. Now, X3 M40i is the car for enthusiasts. It has a little firmer suspension. Nevertheless, on this regular tires, it's very comfortable. Like I said, go ahead and watch those videos I made on the dynamic drive, as well as discussing tires and different things if you are interested about this car. Now, overall, it's a very pleasant to drive. This car, I like to keep my map in the middle. On the highways, I mostly drive it in Eco Pro mode, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in Eco Pro. It just makes the car more kind of like gradual, more less like torquey, more smooth, I would even say. Suspension is the same, comfortable, and you can just cruise along. This car is fairly good cruiser, and it gives a good gas mileage. By the way, I'm gonna make a video soon on how efficient this car is. Now, one thing I love about this car is the screen setup and also the memory buttons that it has. I love all the things that I have pre-configured. Let's say for number one, I love to see this, it's a mild hybrid, right? And you can see how the energy is transferred from the battery to the motor and back. And if you put it in sport mode, for example, you can see the same screen. It'll show now. It'll even show you how the battery can assist the motor. Look at this. You can see, so it's really is a hybrid. The funny thing that it has 11 horsepower, but for some reason they don't account it. Like, they still call this like a 382 horsepower. So I'm not sure if this 11 horsepower actually does anything, other than just powering the electrics. Also, if you go for number two, I like to see the trip data. Like I said, I'll make a video on the fuel efficiency for this car. I like to have my sports screen, and all this thing. Another quick thing I wanted to show you guys is a real quick hack. Like, this car does not have a sync button for the climate control. For example, your passenger has a different temperature, so how do you synchronize it? Well, because you have these memory buttons, there's a way you can pre-configure it. So like I press 7 and it automatically synchronizes it. So there's a way to use memory button for almost anything you want to pre-configure. And number 8 is for my Sirius XM radio. So definitely love the screen. I don't really use the navigation built in the car. I love the Apple CarPlay that's built in this. It's a wireless Apple CarPlay, and I like Waze. You can see the Waze map right now. I think it just looks better. Also, I definitely like this iDrive 7 more than the new iDrive 8. I mean, you have your apps here, right? iDrive 8 is all about apps. Like, you have all your installed apps, like car apps and all that. So that's there as well here in iDrive 7. But you also have your regular car menu that you can browse through, and I really like that compared to the iDrive 8 that they're going for. Now, in iDrive 8, all these are just apps. The vehicle status is an app, everything is an app, and I'm not sure if I like where they're going with this. So anyway, this is what the BMW X3 M40i looks at night. It has a very cool ambient lighting. You know, it's a very clean design. Like I said, this is probably the last generation of the classic looking BMW. Beautiful M steering wheel. I love this M steering wheel. I think it fits this car really nicely. It's a very clean design. Overall, very pleased with this car, and driving it at night is a blast. Even if you are not going fast, you're just cruising alone, enjoying a trip. All right, so now let me go ahead and drive it quickly on the twisty roads at night, so you can see how headlamps are, you know, how headlamps look at night on a twisty roads. And now driving X3 M40i on a twisty roads at night. I'm driving in comfort mode. Actually, I'm gonna put it in sport mode just to hear the engine sound more. We're not gonna go fast, just to, you know, get a deeper growl that this engine makes, the deeper sound. Now you can see these bright headlamps. They're actually pretty bright. And I'm keeping it on low. You can set it to automatic, and then you can see how it does it very gently, like switching between the low beams and the high beams. Here's I turning off the high beams, then turning them back on. The automatic lights. Actually now, okay, there you go. This is your high beams. Very good visibility. And these are just the LED lights. These are not even the laser lights. Actually, I never drove a car with laser lights, so I can't speak much about that. All right, let me set it back to low beams. And now another corner, and you can see a beautiful view of San Fernando Valley. We are on Mulholland Drive. Alright, this car is fun to drive, you know, whether you drive it at daytime, nighttime, it's a blast to drive. And even if you don't have to drive fast, you can just enjoy listening to this engine sound, as it's pretty loud. Not as loud as like a 2018 X3 M40i with the original 382 horsepower. This one is a little bit toned down, but nevertheless, it's still fun to drive. So overall, I hope you find value in this video, because I know when I was looking for a car like this, or I was even just generally curious, I was literally watching all the videos out there on YouTube, you know, not just from Motor Trend and Cars and Driver, all the videos from the owners, because you get like different angles. You find something new that everyone is, you know, recording about. And I'm gonna make more videos, like I said, on the fuel efficiency. I'm gonna make a video on the ownership of this car, and I'm also planning to make a video as what are the things I would love to see in the upcoming X3 M50i that is really literally around the corner, and I think it'll have even a power boost compared to this car. But there's certainly certain things that I would love to see in that new upcoming car. All right, so like I said, I hope you found value, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification, and I'll catch you in the next video.